Hi guys, welcome to C2C Mentors. My name is Ketan and congratulations to those who've got a call from TISS. For whatever programs that you've got a call for, congratulations guys. Now, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the detailed process of this entire PIT, PI or GDPI VAT, whatever you can call it as. And in this video, I'm also going to tell you that how one should be preparing for TISS interview, because this interview entirely becomes really important. Because if you look at the interview weightage is actually more than your entrance exam weightage, right? That is the reason it's quite imperative that one should be really focused towards the interview, because everywhere I've seen people last year, there were students who scored 81 in the written exam, but they were not able to actually crack through their interview and they couldn't get selected. However, on the other side, I have seen people with 75, 76, that's kind of a benchmark, being on the edge. Those guys were actually able to kind of convert the interview. So this is what we need to understand, that interview is going to be the most important thing when it comes to TISS. Now let's understand the process. The process is going to be very simple. The first of all, people who are getting kind of got a call for HRM and OD, you guys will be interviewed at Mumbai location, which is the campus one, I would say. Now the first thing is that you will be receiving an email shortly from TISS, or you might have received that. You just got to check one more time. That email would contain, they will be asking you to fill up a form called as DAF, which is detailed admission form. This is what happened last year also. So you got to fill up the DAF. Now this form is going to be containing a couple of information like your personal information, your academic information, your work ex information, a couple of questions based on why MBA, why TISS, why HR, where do you see yourself, all that stuff, like typical MBA interview questions. But you got to fill them very carefully. Trust me, you got to fill them very carefully. Why? Because that entire form is going to be with the panelist at the time of the interview, and they will be actually going through it, they will be checking it, and they will be asking you questions based on that form. And that is the reason it's quite vital that every one of you, those who got a call, you guys got to fill that form very seriously, because filling it up very well is like 50% job is done. Fine. So it starts with DAF. And from last year experience, I can tell you that what happened last year. So you will be given a topic. So that's going to be a topic. You will be given around about 10 minutes to write something on that topic. It can be called as essay writing. It can be called as VAT also. Again, there is a disclaimer that this might change this time, because from last 3 years, this has been kind of, a little bit kind of change, I would say. I've seen that. Sometimes there was no VAT, directly, you went for, GD and PI and vice versa. So guys, what happened last year, I'm telling you on that level. So you guys have been given a topic, so you got to kind of write on that topic like 10 minutes. Immediately will be taken to the GD. The same kind of a topic will be either given for a GD, or you might get a new topic for GD. So you got to have GD for like around about 15 minutes. Once the VAT is done, once the essay is done, once the GD is done, then you will be going for your PI. Now let's go back. As far as VAT is concerned, the topics are going to be general. Do not be under an impression saying that here the VAT or GD topics are actually going to be HR oriented. No, it is not like that. So the beauty of this TISS, the whole process of the interview is, you can see that it's good thing also, it is bad thing also. The VAT and the GD topic are going to be common for everybody. But what I have seen, my analysis say that every year you have interviews lined up according to your calls that you've got. So healthcare wale ka jo call hai, so you will be asked more on the healthcare level. HRM will be asked more on HR level. OD guys will be asked, if you got an OD call, you'll be asked more on the OD level. Also, this is my analysis that, again, I'm not sure whether this has been done strategically at this level or not, but whatever students that I have spoken to last year, I've always got to know that in the panel, there are three, I would say panelists, professors, alum, and whatsoever. And most of the time, I'm not sure either, whether it was a coincidence or like it was done strategically, that if you have a marketing kind of a background, or if you've got a finance kind of a background, or if you've got a, operations or engineering kind of a background, you will be seeing panelists sitting there, jinka background, aapke background se match karega. So I'm not sure whether it is a coincidence or this has been done deliberately. But again, if you are a marketing person, you can definitely get questions based on marketing. And let's see if you got a healthcare management or social science or whatever call that you've got, they will be giving you, or they will be asking you questions on that topic for sure. Now, let's keep it a little bit aside. let's talk about your VAT. VAT and GD is going to be common. So definitely, if you're my student, if you're a C2C mentor student, we have already done VAT. We have done a lot of discussion on the GD and all that topic. The same thing will be applicable, so you don't really have to worry about it. So the abstract topic, even you know how to nail it. You get anything apart from abstract, you still are very well versed with how do you nail it, right? So VAT and GD is going to be taken care of. Now after that, your PI. Now PI is something you got to prepare very well. In PI, there will be questions based on tell me about yourself, why MBA, why HR, why this particular program. But where people go wrong is, we believe that I've got an HR call, I'm an engineer. If I'm going for an HRM program, I am not supposed to learn, or I'm not supposed to understand anything to do with the HR. So that's not correct, because this being the niche kind of a college and offering this kind of a specialized program, whether you're an engineer or you're a, let's say, pharma student, art student, science or commerce, doesn't matter. You got to know HR stuff. And that is the reason it's quite vital that you must know HR. Not very well, but decent understanding hona bahut zaruri hai. For example, let's say for a WorkX guy, you will be getting questions based on who's the head of your HR department, what are your HR policies, compensation kaise hota hai. Last year, people were asked questions based on PSU compensation and benefits program, right? They were asked questions based on 7th pay commission, 6th pay commission and all that stuff, right? So you will be getting questions based on these things, right? You will also be getting questions based on HR policies, not the stringent policies as such, but they'll be asking you, tell me, what does HR do, right? What role HR has in the policy making of a company? Okay, what are the roles of HR that you know? Like, why do you want to pursue HR? My favorite question that I always ask to all the students for HR is that, do you believe that HR is a supporting function? All these kind of questions can be thrown at you. And again, HR is now, if you look at from last 6-7 years, if you look at the Indian economy, the HR as a domain, as a profession, it has been now evolving. So it has its own importance, and that is the reason you should know, rather you must know certain HR concepts, right? You should be knowing 360-degree perspective, 360-degree appraisal. You should be knowing basic HR concept, right? Why do we need HR? What are the functions of HR? What they do? How do they help the companies? So on and so forth. So guys, having the HR function or having the HR domain understanding will help you always. If you get HR wala call, OD ka call agar aata hai, then definitely they're going to ask you, how do you understand OD? Like, how do you define OD? Why do you think that organizational development is necessary? What is the role of HR? And again, all these things will be backed up with the MBA wala question, which is like, tell me your 3 personality traits, or tell me 3 personality attributes which let's say you can say that which will help you to become a good HR, or which can prove that you are a good HR material. They can ask you something like that, right? They can also ask you, tell me a company which is been awarded as the best HR department, or let's say a company which is awarded with the best HR policy. I think it's Adobe Reader, if I'm not wrong, right? So this is where the GK part will come into picture. So I've been getting questions since morning, and students have been asking me, sir, GK karna zaruri hai kya? See, I won't deny the fact that GK is important, but again, you don't have to study GK on the level that you studied for TISS as an exam. So now you need to know more of an HR related kind of a GK, right? That what policies that we have, right? If there is anything that has happened, something which is significant news in last 1 year, which talks about, let's say, compensation, which let's say talks about tax rate, yes, that's important, budget ke liye, right? So all these things are quite important, but yes, you can kind of Google up couple of basic concepts of HR, and you can kind of go through them. If not, then we have this program for TISS wherein we take care of VAT, GD and PI. It's online. It is also going to be classroom. So this Friday, day after tomorrow, I am going to conduct this one workshop. This is going to be common for all, but I am also going to be inviting people who's got call from TISS, new IMs, Symbiosis, baby IMs, Black and all that. So we're going to be conducting this workshop for around about 4 hours. In this 4 hours, we will be doing VAT, we'll be doing GD, we'll be doing PI. So if you are in Pune, you can actually attend this workshop. You can also join the WhatsApp group which is given in the description, which is predominantly for TISS, and we can discuss all the doubts that you have, the questions that you have. But again, coming back to the main topic, if you want to join us, wherein we actually going to be teaching you the important HR concepts. we had a couple of students who converted HR last year. We had same program for them, and this kind of program will help you to actually get an idea about अच्छा कि ये होता है HR में ये पढ़ना है, because HR is also a vast domain. You cannot learn everything. And again, you need to be prepared very well. अगर healthcare का call है, then you need to be prepared on a healthcare level itself. Last year, one of the students was asked, what is the valuation of healthcare industry of India, right? And he wasn't able to actually answer that. So there are a lot of questions like that, wherein we will be preparing you for all this level. So if you're interested, you can join. But yeah, having said that, this is going to be your overall, GDPI VAT process as far as your TISS is concerned. So these guys are going to be very specific. जो call है उसके ऊपर questions आएंगे, you're sorted. So guys, if you want to join workshop, you can join me in Pune. The workshop is going to be happening on Friday. It's going to be in the evening. I will be updating the details in the description later on. But yeah, it's free for all. You guys can come and you can attend that. So guys, that's it from my side. And again, congratulations for TISS. Now do prepare very well for your interview process. So guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much. And I will be uploading one more video that will come tomorrow, wherein I will be giving you all the topics, like all the GD topics, all the VAT topics that has been asked in TISS in last 2 to 3 years. So wait for that video. That's going to help you a lot. So guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much.